Hello everyone, my name is Pooja Sharma and my today's teaching topic from environmental economics is principle of circular economy and its role. But have you ever wondered all the stuff that you throw away, what happens with that? So let's rethink about all the process of production, consumption and disposable of that. For better understanding of this whole process, we have to must clarify what is linear economy and circular economy. The linear economy, let's first take it that we are living in the present linear economy, where material at every step is creating waste and some kind of wastable emissions of that. So in linear economy, it is creating a linear system of take, make and dispose. Whereas that in circular economy, all the materials we collect and reuse that materials. So it is creating a circular cycle of make, use, collect and transfer it and again reuse it for any kind of other purpose. Circular economy also supports the long-term sustainability and economic growth, where sustainable development and economic growth are interdependent. So let's understand what is the definition of circular economy. Economy aims to keep their products, components and the material at the highest utility at all the time. It also optimizes the resource uses and minimizes the risk in the system by managing the finite stocks and resource flow in the system balancing. This concept of circular economy arises from the School of Economic Thoughts in 1970s, but also gained the popularity in 1990s. The theories in circular economy, we can include that performance economy of Walter Stero, cradle-to-cradle design of McDonald and Barnard, biomimicry by Jenny Baynard, natural capitalism by Amaury, Lavins and Popper. So, for better understanding what is circular economy, what are the components of it, let's understand the principle of circular economy. There are three models or the principle that exist in circular economy. Each principle addresses several of the resource and system challenges that any country is facing or can face in the future. First principle of circular economy has preserve and enhance natural capitalism by controlling this finite stock and balancing the renewable stocks. The challenges of this, we can see that certain stocks and variable quality of water supply. In India, most of our 64% of employment in rural part is involved in the agriculture sector is facing this challenge. And also soil degradation, land loss of biodiversity and the degradation of marine ecosystem is also the challenges of this principle. Second principle of circular economy is that optimizing resource yield by circulating product, component and material at their highest utility at all the time. This includes the refurbishment, remanufacturing and redesign and recycling of all the materials that we use in sector of economy, agriculture sector, manufacturing sector and even in service sector sometimes. By following the second principle of circular economy in a tighter inner loop, we will preserve the energy and also increase our economic value. Some challenges to the second principle of circular economy can be material consumption. As you know, India's per capita material consumption is rising day by day. Also the nutrient loss and the waste of products and materials. Usually you will be seeing this in urban areas as the dumps of waste. And more effects can be seen in the health and economic sector in our system. Now the third principle of circular economy is that foster system effectiveness by revealing and designing out the negative externalities. Every consumption of good is having an externality. By cutting down the negative externalities of consumption and redesigning through the revealed preference theory, we can cut down the ecosystem wastage. Like the negative externalities of the economic activity of land degradation, air and water and noise pollution, release of toxic substance and emission of carbons in the environment. It waste will be borne by the ecosystem and the society in the future. And right now we are also facing some challenges here. In circular economy world, the reveal of the cost and these externalities in other outlines, you can say that risk and potential the economic impact that is having, including feedbacks of this effectiveness, and will gradually eliminate the negative externalities. So feedback and the effectiveness, how the system is working, will gradually neglect the negative externalities present in system. So right now we are learning about some basic principles that we should be following to have the circular economy in our system. But what are the challenges that we are facing? Some of the challenges that we are facing by not following the circular economy are noise pollution, air pollution, water pollution in the environment, and also what are the steps that we can take to implement the circular economy in our system. Some steps you can say that first one is the assessment, better assessment of our working style and what type of industrial processes that we are going through that can create an impact on ecosystem. Assessment is necessary. Second step that we can take is redesigning. By assessment, we have the results that we are seeing that what will be the impact in our future. Now redesign all the process that is having some kind of mistakes in it. Third step is sustainable development design. How we can imply all the utility of resources or renewable flows in our present as well as save it for future use. Fourth step is collaborate. Collaborating with other industries and other organizations that is involved in this process will make our work easier for every step. By also introducing the digital technologies into our environment to minimizing the impact on our environmental goods and ecosystem will also do more betterment of the future. In conclusion, we can understand that circular economy is taking us to the approach of transforming systems towards the resource management and sustainable development for better future and ecosystem.